Okay, hello people, and what's up? It's me, Red Bull. You could say going through an episode of Collision, which you could describe as, the next step to, all in and stuff is what we have right here is, Christian Cage, Nick Wayne, Kill Switch, along with Nick Wayne's mother, starting off the show, walking into the ring and stuff. And that right there, you could say is where Christian Cage was giving down some, like, going through some compliments and stuff and all that right there is right there, giving compliments to, Nick Wayne, Kill Switch, and Nick Wayne's mother right there. And apparently, like, I guess, like, you could say there was a lot in, like, Kill Switch's mind right there because, like, I guess he felt a little bit rejected right there after, like, what Christian Cage told him and stuff. And right there, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, and it's like as they were going through like a little talk right there in the show, we have like the House of Black stepping in stuff. It's like the House of Black was starting like exchanging words for the patriarchy, and not only that, the lights cut off, and like for a little bit to my confusion, like Christian Cage just disappeared in that situation right there, and he reappeared. Like I gotta say, like Christian Cage kind of moved pretty quickly when the lights were cut out on this episode of Collision. Which is like, which is what I said. The next step to All In, which is one thing I'm looking forward to right there. And stuff is they have the little thing going on and stuff. You got, yeah, you had Malachi Black and Brody Lee, and basically after the lights turned back on, they had Buddy Matthews come back after Christian Cage was talking about Buddy Matthews right there, as you can say. There. So yeah, anyway. So yeah, not only that, the Bang Bang Gang also managed to step in as well because they appeared upstage and stuff, and they came into the ring and stuff, just having a little. It's like, how do I say this? It's like three groups just confronting each other. You could say right there, three groups confronting each other. So anyway, and stuff. So yeah, not only that, we have Lexi Nair being backstage, six-man champion, Dustin Rhodes and the Von Erichs, including Ross and Marshall and stuff right there. Is we also get Dustin Rhodes saying it was an emotional week for him and stuff. The stars aligning, which is what he described and stuff. Is not only that, we get the Von Erichs saying that they're the best in Texas right there, which is I guess it's a little bit coincidental because the show was also in Arlington, Texas, you could say, and stuff. And not only that, we get the Continental Collision three-way match with the Blackpool Combat Club's Claudio Castagnoli versus, Shane Taylor Promotions, Ring of Honor Pure Champion Lee Moriarty and stuff. Is there was also the conglomerates Tomohiro Ishii and stuff. And I gotta say, in my opinion, Claudio does not really disappoint in here at all. He just does not disappoint because I like how Claudio did the giant swing again. He managed to prevail in this match, you could say. We're here. So yeah. So not only that, so yeah, how that match started off is with you get Ishii and Claudio knocking down Lee with a double shoulder tackle and stuff, as we get Lee firing back with a drop kick to both men, and not only that, we get Lee rocketing out of the ring with a tope Saida, as there was also him wiping out Ishii and Claudio at the same time. As they go back in the ring and you get three men just battling it out, trading chops and stuff. And this part I like right here because I like how they're just like forming a circle, just chopping each other, like not phased at all. They were just all cool with it and stuff. Like Lee Moriarty would chop Claudio would chop Ishii and stuff. They're just like going in circles, just going in circles, just doing chops at each other just for fun, like they were having fun with it. I thought that was pretty cool. So anyway, so yeah, like kind of like before, we have the fans chanting, "This is awesome! This is awesome!" As we also get Claudio hurling Lee around with the ring with the giant swing and stuff. And I was always wondering, like, how does Claudio not get dizzy from that? Because if I tried doing the giant swing, I would have gotten dizzy from that. You could say I would have gotten dizzy most likely. So anyway. Well, where else we go? We also had Ishii coming in and just nailing Lee with the lariat before we have Lee just rallying back with the Border City stretch on Ishii before Ishii rolled up Lee for a near fall, you could say. and stuff. As we also get Claudio just planting Lee with the neutralizer and going for the pin and stuff. Before we also have Ishii just jumping in to break up the pin and stuff. Before we also have Claudio just cracking Lee with the flying European uppercut and just pinning Lee Moriarty for victory right there. You could say just pinning him at that moment right there is what they quoted. Claudio earned a future title match against AEW Continental Champion Kazuchika Okada, which was said by Tony Schiavone and stuff. The same guy that was being messed with by Mariah May, which is one match that'll coming up, which is part of one match that'll be coming up next. So anyway, so yeah. So this one's my favorite right here, due to having a luchador on luchador situation right there, you could say right here. So yeah, because you could say because right here we had Mystico and Hologram versus the premier athletes, Tony Nese and Aria Diavari and stuff, or two luchadors teaming up. I thought that was pretty cool that they had the new luchador Hologram just teaming up with the Mystico. Speaking about Mystico, he's been around for a while. He's been in the business for a long time, you could say. So yeah. What we got here is the premier athletes double teaming Hologram in the corner. As we also have Hologram hitting a Poison Rana and on Nesse and following up with the leg sweep, you could say. As we also get Mystico just tagging in and just taking flight, cleaning the house on Nesse and Diavari with a high flying offense. Because that's the thing. That's what luchadors do. Their fighting style is considered pretty unique because they got the high flying moves going on and stuff. So yeah. So anyway, we get Mystico smashing Nesse and Diavari with a double back elbow. Before we also have Hologram just tagging in and jumping off Diavari's shoulders and then taking down Nesse. I don't know how to pronounce that very well. So anyway, we also get Hologram just rocking Nesse with the round kick before Hologram also jumps through the ropes and speared Mark Sterling in the process, with the fans chanting Hologram, Hologram, because they seem to like that luchador. Because honestly, one thing I gotta say, I'm starting to enjoy the highlight color. Like you got the highlight green, and there is the flashy bluish gray silver on Hologram's gear, you could say, because I find that pretty different. It's like a glow in the dark thing, especially going along with his name, Hologram. I thought that was pretty. So anyway, you could say this was a 3-for-3 for the risk taking. Having a flashy young star, also being a good night for him, teaming up with his idol Mystico. Said the which was coming from the guy Nagel. So basically, yeah, that right there is where Hologram managed to win the match right there and stuff. As afterwards, we get the learning tree, you could say. Learning tree and FTW champion Chris Jericho appearing on the screen in a Mystico match and stuff. As you see, you got Chris Jericho just saying Ola and stuff as he calls himself the Lionheart, and he's just talking trash. We're just talking trash right at them, calling them the Rat Hearts stuff, and saying that ever since he attacked them with just a few weeks ago in Arena, Mexico, the world has been considered in a buzz and stuff, which what he described it. Where we had the first time Chris Jericho appearing in an arena in Mexico, for the first time in 29 years, and now for the first time ever, you could say, at the 91st anniversary show in the Arena Mexico, during September 13th, back in 2024, where we had Chris Jericho fighting Mystico and stuff. And okay, that fight right there, I was pretty unaware of. I really was right there. So yeah, not only that, we get Renee Paquette backstage and stuff with the so-called last outlaw Jeff Jarrett, who was joined by Karen Jarrett, Sanjay Dutt, and Jay Lethal and stuff. And honestly, I'm just thinking, when is Jeff Jarrett going to retire? Like when is he going to retire? Because we got Sting retiring, but what's the deal with Jeff Jarrett? Because I noticed. Don't get me wrong. It is kind of funny when they use his own guitar. Like they take his own guitar and they use it just for, I don't know, personal gains of the match or something. So anyway, So anyway, yeah. So yeah, or another thing we okay. Sorry, I'm losing a little train of thought. But anyway, there was also the glamour Mariah May joining the broadcast booth for the next match and stuff. As you know, where we get the AEW World Champion, Timeless Tony Storm, just being introduced for a match. I guess you could say she stopped on the ramp when she saw Mariah May and stuff. Because right here is where Mariah May was just messing with Tony Schiavone and stuff. It was kind of funny a little bit, like asking, like, can she just join in? Can she just join in? Like, what? And I guess you could say, I guess to me, the fight felt a little bit personal because you have people getting between Mariah May and Tony Storm, along with Christopher Daniels saying that Mariah May is going to lose her title and stuff if she goes too far and stuff. So anyway, and yeah, I guess this fight right here was like a long introduction for a short match and stuff because you get the security running down to separate Tony and Mariah and stuff. The stuff is, you know, Tony's next opponent, Rache Channel, took the opportunity to just blindside her while distracting the champion stuff. As they get back in the ring, this Tony Storm managed to take her down with a running hip attack and spiking Rache with the Storm Zero, just winning a pinfall. Like the fight wasn't even 2 minutes. Like I gotta say, like what was going on here? Like also, it felt kind of a little bit different and weird that Mariah May was just messing with the commentators and stuff, just bugging them on purpose and stuff. And they put a long introduction for a short match, which is what I would say right there. You know, as we also get the Don Callis family's Kyle Fletcher fighting the Machine Brian Cage right here and stuff. And yeah, because honestly, because as I was going down through this episode, it felt more like a 8 out of 10, you could say. It did feel like an 8 out of 10. That's the thing. So yeah, right here we get Don Callis just joining the broadcast booth for this match and stuff before we have Kyle Fletcher, you know, just asking for a match with MJF, you know, in a mere 4 days at Dynamite or something. Because yeah, Dynamite is supposed to be 4 days from this collision and stuff. So yeah, they're going to be going at it that day, and I'm going to be talking about that too and stuff. I thought it was funny. This situation right here was kind of funny in my opinion because you got just Kyle Fletcher just talking trash to MJF, and just MJF shows up on the screen, just just trying to make fun of him with that accent and stuff. It's just like you could say MJF's a jackass, but he's a funny jackass in my opinion. That's the thing about him and stuff. So yeah, they're they're really going at it with each other and stuff. Yeah, which you could say the AEW American Champion MJF. Oh, we got a comment from Nico's Gamer 2. How's it going, Nathan? That's yep. You can see I'm going through a show with going through a show of AEW right here. I'm trying to settle it because 2 days is not late. You could say, Nathan, it's not that late. That's the thing. Because if it was 4 days, I would consider it late. Yeah, things have been going good for me too, Nathan. That's the thing right there. So yeah, I'm giving a shout out for Nico's Gamer 2 for commenting and stuff. That's pretty cool right there. I really appreciate the comment because I don't often get comments. That's the thing. I don't often get comments on here. So anyway, we get Lexi Nair being backstage to interview Top Flight with Dante and Darius Martin. This is the latest addition to the crew. Layla Gray shows up and stuff. And yeah, they're exchanging words right there. With Dante, saying meaning new look, but same goal and that goal and stuff. As we have the MXM collection, Mason Madden and Mansoor interrupting Top Flight. As Mansoor also said that they figured out what TCA stands for. Their style is ass and stuff, which I thought felt a little bit funny right there. So yeah, Darius says that they're interrupting them just to put on the no-fly list and stuff. Before we get Thunder Rosa versus Taya Valkyrie with Johnny TV, because what you may notice is that Taya Valkyrie and Johnny TV are an actual couple in real life, from what I noticed. I'm pretty sure they are. So yeah. And it's a good thing to spice things up a little bit with Thunder Rosa, using some Spanish language and stuff as we get Taya just stomping on Thunder Rosa in the corner of the ring and stuff. Before we also have Taya just chopping Thunder Rosa and then kicking Rosa after a snapmare. Before we also get Thunder Rosa just cracking Taya with the knee strike and then a sliding lariat. Before we also have Taya just rolling out of the ring and stuff to collect her thoughts and stuff. As Taya evaded Thunder Rosa and just wrenched on Thunder Rosa's arm and stuff. Before Taya also smashed Thunder Rosa with the double knee strike and the turnbuckles and stuff. As we also have Thunder Rosa just trying to find an opening after a neck breaker and stuff. Not only that, she mounted a comeback and stuff, just being able to hammer Taya with strikes and kicks and stuff before Thunder Rosa, just decided to blast just Taya and stuff, just decided to blast her with a running drop kick for a near fall. As we have, just Johnny TV interrupting Taya out of the ring and stuff, the same guy that showed up in Ring of Honor and stuff. The same guy that showed up in Ring of Honor anyway. So yeah, Johnny TV got in between his wife and Thunder Rosa and stuff. He lured Thunder Rosa in while Taya speared Thunder Rosa on the arena floor and stuff because, he was trying to play the little distraction and stuff. As they only served to infuriate Thunder Rosa and stuff before she locked Taya in a modified Cobra clutch. And, just Taya just decided to tap out and stuff as, we have Thunder Rosa just quoting, I'm not going to waste time. I've got some unfinished business and stuff. Diana Purrazzo, get your little ass out here. That's exactly what Thunder Rosa managed to say and stuff. Some stuff she said in Spanish too. So yeah. Anyway, so that as a result, we get Diana Purrazzo just walking into the ramp and stuff. As Diana, Thunder Rosa just then continued exchanging words and stuff. Before we also get the Collision main event time, the 8-man tag match, which they managed to pull off right here. And I gotta say, because it's kind of funny how they saved the best for last in AEW, like you could say, because they put like the little matches first, but then they put the big situations last. Just like this 8-man tag match right here, which had the FTR, Dax Harwood, and Cash Wheeler versus, along with Ring of Honor World Champion Mark Briscoe and Darby Allin fighting the Beast Mortos and the Undisputed Kingdom with Roderick Strong, Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, Mike Bennett and Matt Taven and stuff, you could say and stuff. So anyway, that starts with Roddy, because you could call that guy Roddy, eating a shoulder tackle from Dax, followed by an arm drag. As we also have Cash just grabbing a tag and just whipping Roddy into the turnbuckle shoulder first. As we also get Mark and Darby just working over Roddy's arm, with Dax just tagging back in, with Roddy just slugging him and just tagging Bennett and stuff, as Dax and Bennett had a chop fest until Dax brought Bennett to the mat with a snap suplex and stuff. Before we also have Dax and Mark hit a double shoulder tackle on Bennett right here. The thing about this match is that I guess you could say the Acclaimed was turning a little bit heel in this situation before, Mark Briscoe tried to get between the Acclaimed and his team, because there was a little conflict going on. Because I guess that's the thing right there. The Acclaimed, they didn't really approve of the FTR in that situation. I guess, yeah, and you could tell like Darby and Mark Briscoe was like wondering what's going on, like what is this? And so anyway, we get Briscoe suplexing Taven with Darby just dropping Taven with an arm drag before we get Cash back dropping Roddy, just back dropping Roddy, and then just going for Mike Bennett before we also have Cash just walloping Taven with the Bulldog, before we also get Roddy just running in to prevent Cash from tagging out to his partners and stuff. As we also get Mark Briscoe just finally trying to do the hot tag and stuff. And you could say he cleaned house on the Undisputed Kingdom with his move called the Redneck Kung Fu and stuff, which I like that name and stuff. So anyway, which, even though I doubt that MJF would like that move, because MJF has been a jackass, but a funny jackass, you could say. So anyway, we get Briscoe just flipping off the apron with a neck breaker into the Beast Mortos. And not only that, Mark Briscoe blasted Taven with a brainbuster for a near fall. And as you can say, we get Briscoe just planting Taven with a Death Valley driver before Cash just hoisted up Taven and, just tossed him up to Dax. And Dax just right there, just nailed Taven with the neck breaker before Mark, also followed up with a froggy bow. And not only that, we get Dax just going for the cover. But, Roderick Strong right there just ran in to break up the pin attempt right there because he came in at that exact moment. Stuff. Not only that, we get the Beast Mortals just flying out over the ring with the Tornado to Mark and Cash right there. And I've noticed that the Beast Mortals has been putting some details and work on his mask and stuff because I like the horns and stuff and the little cross around his mask and stuff. I found that pretty interesting, you could say. So anyway, we get Darby charging in with splashes and on Roderick and Taven and stuff, as we also get Briscoe and the Beast Mortals just brawling outside the ring and stuff, as Dax just superplex Taven. And not only that, we get Cash just splashing Taven from the top right there as Mark just dropped the froggy bow. And then Darby nailed Taven with the coffin drop and just picked up the pin right there and stuff. And yeah, I guess that's where Darby managed to win the match for his team right there. And yeah, that's where Dax just yelled out that he loves professional wrestling, and also on top of that, he loves AEW and stuff, while also describing it as the lifeblood of AEW right there on that ring, where they call themselves the heart and soul of AEW and stuff. And I guess apparently the Acclaimed didn't like hearing that because they managed to step in. They just managed to step in and interrupt that situation because, yeah, just like I said, that had Darby Allin and just Mark Briscoe just wondering what's going on. And yeah, Mark Briscoe managed to get between them and saying that little conflict is what the Elite wants, while they were also talking about the situation back in the Blood and Guts cage and stuff. So yeah, I guess, yeah, Mark Briscoe managed to get between them successfully for the most part, even though the FTR was asking for a handshake, but the Acclaimed was just not having it. That's why I felt that the Acclaimed was turning heel. Like, they're acting like a heel right there, you could say. So anyway, so yeah, you get Max saying, cut that music, the heart and soul of AEW and stuff right there. Really, he doesn't think so. And also, if they really loved AEW, they would be asked, like, where were they? Like, where was FTR last week during the Blood and Guts match fighting against the Elite? Because, yeah, that does make sense. The Elite, I mean, FTR wasn't there during the Blood and Guts match. And also, like I said a bunch of times, I really doubted that Darby Allin was going to set Jack Perry on fire. I really doubt that stuff. So, yeah, we get the FTR and Acclaim just brawling it out with, Mark Briscoe just trying to talk some sense into the Elite and stuff right there while, Darby Allin was just trying to spectate and stuff right there. So, yeah. We also have Miguel saying this was far resolved from that situation right there. Yeah, and all that right there is like pretty much how the whole show was concluded, the whole episode and stuff. And yeah, so yeah, and that's that right there, and that was pretty much that's pretty much all it right there. Like what I had to give for this video right there and stuff, and kind of like what I said earlier in this video, this episode was more of an 8 out of 10, I would say, because of some swash matches. Because just that's the reason why I bring the ratings down. I'll give like less ratings. Like let's say like this, more swashes, less ratings, in my opinion, and stuff. So I'll give this an 8 out of 10 right there. So yeah, and that's pretty much like, you could say that was like all the that's everything the episode had to offer and stuff. So yeah. That's pretty much what I have for this video. I hope all of you are doing all right, and I'll see you to the next video. So yeah, this is Lucha Boa, and I'm saying all of you guys rock out and take care, rock out and stuff. So yeah, bye bye.